Scott, hold on. Hello, folks. Good evening. How are you all out there in internet land? Welcome back. It is Saturday, and I am having an absolute blast here at EGGCON. I've been hanging out in the Legends of Wargaming room. You can kind of see the banner up behind me. I didn't position myself as well as I might have. No, that is not a halo behind me. That's just the sun shining through the window. But anyway, welcome one and all. If you're out there, give me a shout out in the comments. I have been having so much fun. I got over here at 9 this morning and jumped straight into Paul Stromberg's excellent chainmail game. We played Norseman versus English. Hey, Matt Sherman, good to see you, buddy. But we played Norseman versus English. And we just squeaked out a victory over the English. Things were looking pretty grim up until about the fourth quarter. And what can I say? We kicked a field goal from the 50-yard line and pulled that one out. I have not jousted Paul yet. We are going to joust tomorrow, probably on live stream tomorrow morning for you guys. So I'm excited about that. After we played chainmail, and I'm going to show you guys the chainmail field. People have come by and played with the miniatures a little bit, so it's not exactly as it was. But you guys got to see this sand table that's just behind me, and I'm gonna flip the camera here in just a few minutes. But we played after chainmail and after lunch. I came over and we played a dungeon in Paul's fantastic museum quality 3D dungeon map. It's not just walls set up, the dungeon levels, and I'm talking about the dungeon board game. Paul and I've talked about it on the show. I've done demos. I played it at GWOC for you guys. But Paul has like a full bore 3D version. I'm going to share pictures on Twitter and what have you. So you'll be able to see that. So we played in that. I played in Elf. I headed straight down to the 6th level right off the bat. I did beat one 6th level chamber monster and then just started kicking indoors. But there's so much stuff down there that an elf cannot beat. I think of the 5 monsters I tried to fight, 4 of them were unbeatable by elves. But here's the thing. You need an elf needs 10,000 gold to win. I go down there and kick in the door 1 or 2 rooms and I'm done. And everybody else spent the intervening hour plus scavenging through low-level rooms, 250 gold here, 750 gold there, 300 gold the other, getting caught in traps and so on. I was just down there just scavenging loot because I thought, I'll hit it big enough that one and done. I just shoot, boom, out. Or I'll find enough that I can then go up a few levels and then clean out the 3rd level, the 4th level, whatever, and then head over to the exit. But it didn't work out that way. I got my ass kicked several times over because there are so many monsters down in the 6th level, totally unbeatable by elves. So didn't quite work to my advantage this time. It was a strategy, not a good one, but it was a strategy. But I had fun. I had fun anyway. Dungeon is a phenomenal board game. I had just a ton of fun playing that, and then. 6 o'clock tonight, I think. Paul is running AT&D. Now I'll tell you guys something about Paul. I have known Paul. I've known him since 1990. We've been friends since about 2002, 2003. When I could really say, yeah, I know Stormberg. But Paul and I, to date, in the intervening 23 years, have gamed together 6 times ever total. One was a game I ran, one was a game he ran, and then we have played Chainmail on the channel, and I consider the Joust just kind of an ongoing game. So of the 6 times that I've gamed with Paul, 2 have been today at the club. But I'm glad that I've gotten to do that. There's actually a couple of vendors just outside of this hall here. I hope they'll be here for a little bit, or at least tomorrow, and I can show them all. And I do want to try tomorrow before the market over yonder, the bazaar closes, to maybe do a little bit of a stream from the bazaar. So anyway, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun today. I thought it would be just a much quieter Saturday. Hey, Roy Goodman, good to see you. That I would basically spend, just kind of hanging out and not doing much of anything. And but Paul was like, "Come and play some chainmail. Come and play some dungeon. Come and play some of the ghost escape the ghost tower of Inverness module that he's running, which ironically Alan Hammock's here, and he's run a ghost tower, which I was not able to get into, but I'll be playing in Paul's AD, and I'm hyped for that. I'm very hyped for that. I met a lot of really cool, a lot of really wonderful people. I got to give this a really special shout out to a couple of staffers here. So last night I was supposed to have had a full, by which I mean 10 people, at my AD&D game for the Temple of Evil Chaos, which was just the K dungeon from B2. And unfortunately, when I went to the room, it didn't work out. I was able to game in there. And so I had to move like up a level and out to the far end of the hotel. And I think maybe much of my gaming group just kind of didn't get the word that I had moved. So I almost didn't have a game, but a couple of staffers here jumped in and played AD&D with me. So we ended up having 5 people at the table, which was plenty for that scenario. I said, everybody's got 2 characters. Let's go. We got to midnight and folks were starting to wilt, so we just called it. But we had a lot of fun. We did have a lot of fun, and that's what counts. That's what matters. It's not what you're not bringing a character from your home campaign to a convention, right? So, but here's a question for you guys. Do you guys out there in audience land, do you guys want to see the sand table, the chainmail sand table? I'm trying to scroll down to see how many. So if you're out there, if you're out there watching, let me know in the comments whether you're over on X or over here. Hello, Kaku. Good to see you. And I will flip the camera around and you guys can see the chainmail table. But yeah, if you guys want that, I will do that for you. But I hope everyone else is having a fine time. Mike Mornard was here. He was running like Fight in the Skies and some other stuff earlier, hanging out, having a lot of fun. I did not get in one of Mike's game. Let's see. Used to work in trade show management. I'm so classy to thank the staff. They can make, yeah, the staff here has just been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Steph is one of the staff. She's one of the volunteers here. So yeah, and you're absolutely right, Elizabeth. They did everything they could to right that situation, pump out the bilges, and get the ship back on an even keel. And of course, I love Heidi and Eric to pieces too. I've gotten to see them probably for an aggregate of about 15 minutes. because they have been super busy. Anyway, but yeah, you know what? I think I'll do is I'll flip the camera around. Roy Goodman says, "Hell yeah, show that table." That's all I need. That's all I need. You should come down and meet me. Yeah, Rabbit, that would have been awesome. By the way, I have my readers on, so I can see stuff right now. But let me flip the camera, and then hopefully I can tilt it without too much upset. Before I go into that, guys, I know because you love hearing me just drone on and on and on about my audio video gear. This selfie stick has been like a wonder device. I love this thing to pieces. However, the base is a little lightweight to have my camera sticking out a few inches and then balanced on the tripod feet. It's a little not as well balanced as it might be, but so anyway, yeah, let me just flip the camera around real quick and let's go camera 2 facing back. And now you guys can see, and I'll just tilt this back a little bit. And you can see part of the part of the selfie stick. So this is where we fought today on this awesome sanding table with these great figures, 40 millimeters, all of these. And let me try this. Hopefully nothing bad will happen.
You are okay for a little bit. We do not start until 5.
So yeah, you guys got the Mars rover vision there, complete with a boom in the way, but that's okay. So let's go facing front. Facing front. And you're back to my smiling face. But anyway, yeah, it has been a ton of fun. Yeah, Elizabeth, it has been amazing. I am going to share a lot of photos with you guys on the Discord, or if you follow me over on X, I will share photos of the setup, the dungeon setup that Paul had going, and everybody's stuff. I've just met a lot of cool people today. You know how they say, you make convention friends, right? People you see like once a year, and it's like your best buddy in the world. But then maybe there's an email between them and there. But oh, there was a question there. Is that a 4x8? No, second. Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Is this a 4x8?
No, roughly 6x10.
6x10. So that is a 6x10 Roy. So roughly, I am told, roughly 6x10. So now you have your answer. Important things. Doc Flamingo, good to see you. So yes, and this is not like felt or anything. When I say sand, I mean this is actual crumbly bits of sand. That's expensive. That's official Lake Geneva sand. I'm going to be careful with that. So what else is happening? I had dinner. I cracked the code that I wish I'd cracked like 2 days ago. There's a pizzeria in the hotel where registration and the vendors hall and everything else is, and the pizzeria has a kids menu. And you think, well, what does it have to do? What do you get? Dino nuggies and mac and cheese bill? No, a 9-inch pizza for $8 plus $1 a topping. So yeah. Now, I mean, the food here at the Cove, at the restaurant, Lake Geneva Social Club, I think it is good, but it's not. I mean, 3 more days of paying $25 a meal, kind of. But I went over there. I'm one person eating a pizza myself, so it's good stuff. Paul, by the way, is coming on the show tomorrow morning. We're going to get together and we're going to do a live stream, quiet live stream, because gaming will be wrapped up here in the Legends of War gaming room. But Paul is currently, he is working on stuff for the Joust tournament, which you know what? Let me see. Paul is fantastic. You know what? I mean, really, I can say honestly, I've had almost no negative encounters this entire thing. And I absolutely love that. And it's down to guys like two wonderful people like Heidi and Eric who make this possible. To Alan Hammock, it just the staffers, John, and I'm sorry I forget the other fellow's name, who fixed last night for me. They repaired things and made cool stuff happen. Hey, Overboard, what's going on? But do you guys okay? Do you guys want to go over and see the jousting table kind of live and the dungeon board game stuff live? Because when Paul and I are talking, we're probably going to be sitting in one place. So if you want, I can kind of take you guys around on the stick, as it were, and we can have a gander at that together. So you just Matt Sherman again saying, "Show us." There's a few of you guys out there watching. And by the way, if you haven't done so already, please click the subscribe button and click the bell icon for notifications. It's super helpful, and it does help the show keep its head above water, as it were. Welp says yes, please. Yeah, that would be really, really nice. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, if you haven't already checked us out, to please do that. But since you guys asked so nice, and I asked you a favor, I'm gonna grab the boom here, and I'll try and hold it a little steady, and we'll go over and we'll look at this together, and I will have to flip the camera around. The buttons are very close together. I apologize for shutting off my camera. Hang on just a minute. Okay, so here's the jousting field. Check out that badass helmet, guys. And yes, coconuts, because you have to have the coconuts. And I think Paul and I are probably going to be sitting in this area tomorrow. And there is some awesome stuff over here. You guys remember when we did the deep dive on that? And here's the City of Lake Geneva Adventure module. Just a little bit of a spoiler. This bad boy right here. That one's mine. I'm picking that up tomorrow. So we're going to go over and look at Dungeon real quick. There's the awesome dungeon board setup. And some folks have got some gaming going on over here. And looks like some Boot Hill's about to happen. Let's go check this out. Hey, you guys mind if I live stream this real quick? All right, check that out. Some Boot Hill going to happen?
This is Gunfighter's Ball.
Gunfighter's Vault?
Ball.
Okay, sorry. Oh, excellent. Very cool. A wild Mike Mornard appears. Let's not startle him. We'll move on. I got to step out here real quick, because here's some awesome stuff. Hey, you guys mind if I live stream you real quick? Hello, everyone. How was that pizza? Mine was excellent. Yeah, that's good. Good stuff. Oh, it's going very well. Thank you very much. How about yourself? Excellent, excellent. Hey, I want to take a minute here, real quick, audience. When I was saying that there were awesome con staff working on stuff, this is one of the guys. This is Tim.
How's it going, Bill?
It's going very good, Tim. Say hi to the nice folks.
Hi, nice folks. How you doing?
Well, they're not that nice. They're my audience. So,
Well, you miserable curs out there, you go ahead and have yourself a fantastic day.
hey, I want to thank you again in front of everybody for last night, man.
Yeah,
That was awesome. You guys are fantastic, and I appreciate it. You and John, absolutely super, man. I really appreciate it.
And you know, it's what we do is we just try to make everything a little bit easier for everybody.
Yeah.
And the attendees. So
Yeah, and you know what? I think you guys, and of course Heidi and everybody is the face of EGGCON. This is going to be the thing. This is going to be what you're going to want to come to. A beautiful town in Wisconsin, in beautiful weather, and meeting awesome guys like Tim and everybody else. No, thank you, dude. Thank you very much. And I'm gonna get one of your business cards
Yes,
right there.
do custom work. In, replicate anything that I've already made in a different style, different color.
This stuff is awesome. This is very cool.
My stuff is compatible with AD&D.
Excellent. So, do you have a social media presence or?
Yes, I'm on Facebook. My Amalgamated Research Gaming Hub page, Heroes and Henchmen RPG Facebook group, and the Archive, where I do post about the various wood things I've been working on,
Okay.
experimenting with. I was doing these things initially to see if I could do it and how much they really weigh, so I can have accurate information in my booklets on
There you
weights. and
go.
volumes
There you
and-
go. Because you hit that stuff occasionally in the Dungeon Master Guide that isn't precisely measured.
Like
And
this
you
is
got-
actually a bit small for a noggin cup. A noggin is a specific unit of measure that's about, I believe, a half a jack, which is
Have a jack? Sure. Where's the bottle?
a gill. So, which is half of a pint.
Now a gill I at least recognize, but I didn't know it was a half pint. So there you go. Arg magazine, all 180 and D compatible.
Yes, because I have a license from Sensor Company to do derivative works of their old Hackmaster 4th edition, which is the parody version of AD&D.
Right. I
So my
remember
stuff
that.
is
Yeah.
a derivative of a derivative.
Okay.
I
Okay.
do a lot of little extra things.
Well,
I have
My channel's focus and my audience
a fumble chart.
There you
That's
go.
issue 1. And of course, I don't explain it at all in this issue. Explanations come much later, because a lot of times I'll do the chart first and then it takes me a long time to do the text. And I also think that GM should be able to invent what they want and say, no, this is how it really works in my game.
Right on.
I have ocular servitor in this one.
My teeth in my mouth.
It's a floating monster with an eyeball,
Huh, what an unusual idea.
except instead of the normal way of doing it,
yeah,
there is a random table for what abilities it has.
Oh, look at
And
that.
it scales based on the hit dice of the creature. The lower hit dice ones that tend to have the hands, like Kensler Company's,
The lewd beholder.
I wasn't gonna say the word, but
We can say lewd. We can get away with
the
lewd.
lewd bee.
Oh, the beholder part. Yeah. Well, I mean,
for actually
saying. Because
they're not quite Games Workshop yet.
And then this one, I have hit location is where you can use,
inside their.
roll a D12 with, because the old Hackmaster had disable points on it.
Right. Yeah.
So making it faster to do that in crits.
Very cool. Very cool.
Couple pages in. Crit stuff here.
Well, I love and my audience loves first edition AD&D stuff, so I'm definitely going to be sure to check you out. And I will. I'll be back by later. Thank you for talking to us, everybody. And you were DM's word. All right. Well, archive.net. Thank you very much. All right, guys. We'll head back in and we'll probably wrap this up here in just a minute. Got some fun looking gaming going on in here, but it's also nice and quiet. Let me flip this back around so you guys can see my smiling face. I did it again.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. So I'm gonna go sit it down and wrap it up here. But that's what I'm talking about, guys. This is such a cool little convention, you know. It's like you don't feel like a nobody. It's not like, well, you know, there's 800 celebrities and 9,000 people attending the con, 90,000 if we're talking about Gen Con. Dragonlance Saga, does he? I will find out. You know what, Dragonlance Saga? Ping me in the comments below, and I will let you know. I will find that out. Obviously, we just walked away, but anyway, I have a thing happening at 6 tonight. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna be playing the royal we. I'm gonna be playing in Paul's Ghost Tower game, which I'm so excited about. Gosh, I don't know what else. If you guys have got any more questions, I do you, so tomorrow morning, like I said, Paul and I will be having a little heart to heart when I have a live stream chat with him. Do you guys want me to head over to like kind of do a two-parter with just a little bit of separation and go back over to where the vendors hall is, so maybe if I can catch up with Heidi and Eric and get them on camera, or just do kind of a next day thing, because I don't know really what I might be doing on Sunday. Hitting the pool, possibly. It is, weather up here is pretty pleasant, but I don't think I don't have a waterproof case anyway, so I don't think you guys would, even if I did, would want to live stream from the pool area. But yeah, just let me know what you'd like to see more of. I've been taking pictures and whatnot of tables and setups and all sorts of fun stuff that people have had going on. And I will bring you more of it. I am here for you guys. It's like without you guys, I don't have a thing. So this all goes away without a killer audience, and that's what you guys are. You guys are a fantastic audience. I appreciate you guys so much. But anyhow, let's see. It's great to see a first-hand account of this. You never would have heard of it without me. Well, thank you, Dragonlance Saga. I really appreciate this. Yeah, I mean, but I'll tell you this. Coming to the second one is very cool. But you guys are going to hear more, I believe, about EGGCON. I think EGGCON is going to blow up in a positive way. YouTube, in a positive way. I think it's going to expand greatly and rapidly. So, definitely, you want to, if you want to come to a small but bustling con where you can get into cool historical stuff, definitely do head up here to EGGCON. I do too. Well, I can't see it not doing well. Okay, I mean, this thing is getting quite the head of steam. Oh, you're quite welcome, Cuthbert. You're quite welcome. This has been so much fun for me. Yes, like and subscribe. Thank you, Cooperative Waffles. I appreciate that, Mr. or Mrs. Waffles. But and you know what else has been going on? You know what else? I have met so many people at the con that I would love to have as guests on the show. And I've had some of them as guests on the show so far. So I'm sorry, I thought I heard my name, but so there's some cool designers, there's some cool creators here, and I would just really like to see if I could get some of them to come on the show and talk about their cool stuff. I mean, here's a guy out here who's creating first edition AD&D stuff, you know, and I mean, just selling it right out there, and so you know, that was really hype. That was just really cool to see, right? You know, so it does serve a lot of us in the old school community, not just Paul's tables over here. There's a question: is there a big player presence or more creators? It should be your favorite Dragonlance saga, and I'm glad to see that. It's definitely more. It's definitely more players. But I mean, that's one of the beautiful things about classic D&D is so many of us are creators. I've met people who like, you know, I did this, I did that, I did the other. So meeting folks who created their own things is really awesome. And there are many people creating stuff. Cooperative waffles include a link sausage. It took me a second. I gotcha. But anyhow, I think you guys you may have seen all the cool stuff. There are some people I know, some TSR alums who've been around, but it seems like they're always busy or in a hurry. So I have, other than Mike, you guys saw Mike Bernard briefly around the room. I have already reached out to Mike, and the wheels are turning to get Mike Bernard on the show as a guest. People have asked for a long time. You're gonna have Mike Bernard on as a guest, so that's gonna happen. Do I have a favorite con? I get to go to so few. I am, you know what? I'm gonna say no cap. This con is, in terms of the convention itself, is my favorite con that I have attended in Lake Geneva since the LGGC. Never been to one. Okay. I would go to a small to medium sized con. The biggest con that you should go to, that you should consider going to. Paul's back there talking about the Gygax Memorial. The biggest con I would recommend you attend for your first con would be GaryCon. I'm not saying your first con should be GaryCon. I'm just saying don't go to a con bigger. Don't make Gen Con your first con. It's 70,000 people. You're just going to be lost. You're going to hit the overwhelming wall of choices, as it were, and it may kind of suck the fun out of things for you. So I would say, check your local con scene. But if you're looking to start going to smaller cons to try and kind of, feel it out, this is a good one. This is a good one. It's in a nice part of the country at this time of year. And that's something else. GaryCon is in March. Maybe you're like me and you're from the South. And March is warm weather. Not here. Foot of snow on the ground. Foot of it. I don't mean like there was melted snow on the ground piled up to it, but I mean a foot of driven snow, fresh snow on the ground. the Saturday that of GaryCon. Brutal. So any other YouTubers attending? I have met a few people who have YouTube channels, but like not like me. I'm not being crass or anything like that. Not at the same intensity that I do, and that's not an insult or anything. Starting place. Look for one day events. Can it? Yeah, one day events. If your FLGS does free RPG day events where they just like pack the house, go in and say, hey, do you guys have an event schedule? Can I run, 1 foot of snow is nothing. I don't complain until it gets to my shoulders. Yeah, well, my blood is as thin as liquid hydrogen. So I wouldn't, yeah, I couldn't take weather like that here. But anyway, yeah, maybe look for a games day. Maybe look for a just a small local con like you can drive to, like in your town, or maybe you have a small comic book or sci-fi convention that has a gaming area and they're doing like one day of gaming at the con or something like that. Those are fine places to start, and then you can decide as you move up if you want to if you want to do more. It's just that simple. Yeah, local game store, favorite local game store. Wow, Dragonlance is just pinning me down here. I'm gonna have to start charging you super chats for these. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm kidding. If you guys want to do that, you can. But you anyway, what do I try and get out of the con experience? Experiences and basically all of that. Experiences, meeting new people, and trying new stuff. My blood has a sparkly goodness. Oh, thank you, sweetie.
Yeah, you're in the department. So the last thing
That's what the succubus told me. I'm 19, by the way. No. Let's see. It's all of those things, Dragonlance. I mean, I have to admit, the first out-of-state gaming convention I went to was a one-time con in Milwaukee called Game Fest. I mean, and you guys might say, well, that just sounds like enough, but like, I played in 2 games, one of them run by Gary. And that's it. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was just like, they had a small vendor section, relatively speaking. And I walked around in it a few times, saw a bunch of classic TTRPG stuff that even back then in 2002, 2003, I couldn't afford. And then I went and I sat and listened to Gary and Rob and thought. I mean, and for a lot of people, that would have been like the big experience. Hey, Orbital Air, good to see you. I wish you could have 2, Rabbit. I honestly, I wish you could have 2. For having 2 groups in here, it's getting on. Oh my God, Dragonlance, thank you so much. Wow. Thank you for that super, my friend. I'm trying to figure out how to you know what, let's go to start. Will it show me there? No. I was trying to add your super chat. Let's see. Did I ever get to shake his hand? Many times. Because, well, I worked for Gary. I wrote stuff for Gary. We emailed. Of course, I did my interview with him. I came up here 4 or 5 Game Fest, 2, 3, so 4 times. I met Gary before he passed away. Yeah, so I did. Am I playing in a game tonight? Yes, I am. At 6 o'clock, I will be in Paul Stormberg's AD&D game, and I'm really hyped about that. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to throw a like on that. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dragon Eyes. I appreciate that.
Okay, so,
So
but anyways, finally, they let us have it. Now, we need to raise money for it.
there, I start at 2. I don't really have that much more to kind of go into right now. Do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have anything more that you want to know the answer to? And I will be more than happy to answer your questions. Oh, one thing I can tell you, I will be home on Monday. I don't know that I am going to live stream Monday afternoon. I have to be up at 1 in the morning on Monday, and then just truck my ass to Chicago to be at the airport no later than 3, and then on the airplane at 5, back in Orlando by 10 o'clock, and then truck all the way across town. And if I'm smart, I'll get to sleep tomorrow by like 6 or 7. So I'm going to be pretty slag. But yeah, when I get home, I can see myself going straight to bed and sleeping through until the evening when it's time for my first edition AD&D game with Liz, with Stephanie, with 8 other awesome people. So yeah.
But then on Saturday, the
Oh, am I missing more? Don't know. Oh yeah, there we go. I missed a bunch of comments. Let's see. Yes, Paul is a very cool guy. Is there a large crowd here? Maybe we can ask Heidi and Eric, because I think it's probably a couple of hundred people here. Maybe I'll have to ask them for you guys if I can catch up. What is a rule from AD&D I ignore? Weapons versus armor type. Gary didn't even use that. Am I currently writing anything for publication? I am working on more computer software. I'm working on a follow-up to Prom that will automate so many functions in the Dungeon Master's Guide. It'll be push button, create scenario. You have to, you do the whole thing where you're going across the land and you're traveling. I'm gonna automate the possibility of encountering things from the Dungeon Master's Guide for doing it. Did you encounter a castle? What lives in the castle? What is that NPC's personality like? What is the sage you're going to hire like? How much exactly will it cost you to hire an alchemist? All those functions. That is what I'm focusing on. I am also working on the Black Sabbath modules, which I feel like I should really kick into high gear right now with the Aussie having passed away. But the Black Sabbath modules, the BS series, it is the Wizard, War Pigs, and NIB are the module titles, and the songs kind of theme into how the modules work. Well, I said I was going to do that when I got 5,000 subscribers or followers over on Twitter. I said, I'm going to do this. And that was a while back that I said I was going to do that. So I need to get on the stick and actually do the modules. And they're free. They're going to be free. I'm going to release them to folks. If I hit 10,000 followers over on Twitter, on X, I will do a series of Led Zeppelin, the LZ series of modules. Same thing, a trio of modules, and I'll pick 3 Led Zeppelin songs to theme them after. Yeah, Dragonlance, that hurts. You were raised a poor child. Hopefully, Hulk can make an appearance in a model. I won't say no. You know what? I won't say no. Okay, guys, it is getting loud in here, and we've been going on for 45 minutes. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap. Listen, thank you all for being here. I love you guys to pieces. Dragonlance Saga, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and call it an evening. Look for a live stream tomorrow with Paul Stormberg on the live stream, and we will rock you. And then I will try and get over tomorrow morning after that over to the vendors hall. So don't go anywhere, because I'll go over to the vendors room and see if I can grab Heidi and Eric and get them on camera also. Peace. Listen, I love you, everybody. Thank you again, Dragonlance, for the super. And I'll see you guys with more update. I might like when I get up in the morning and do another YouTube short where I talk about tonight's game. Otherwise, it will be in the follow-on, and Paul and Paul can laugh at me about how my character died in ridiculous ways. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.